Listen up, this is your wake-up call. It may not be a gentle one, but it's going to be a necessary one. It's the one that you called forth in your life right now. Because I understand you're looking for motivation, but motivation in a very different way. Not one that just washes off. One that's going to germinate those seeds of greatness inside of you. Because I realize you woke up today and you're not quite feeling yourself. Maybe you're not so aligned or so positive, and maybe even you're focused in on what's going wrong in your life. Perhaps even you go a little deeper and you wake up and you think, damn, just another dang day. Another day of things that I don't want to do. Maybe another day that's wasting my life. Maybe you wake up and you go to the mirror and you go, where did time go? What am I doing with my life? Why am I here? I feel so stuck. I feel so confused. Maybe you're focusing on all the things that are going wrong, on abundance of problems all around you. And maybe you're thinking, gosh, why don't I have enough money? Why aren't things working out for me? Why aren't I living my purpose? Why aren't I happy? Why am I going to bed lonely? Why is my bed cold and empty? Why don't I feel healthy in my body? Maybe you're experiencing an avalanche of all these stressful thoughts and you've got a momentum of all these problems and you're sitting in this very dark atmosphere. Maybe whatever it is, you're in a space and place that you don't want to be in, and so you found this video, and I am here to tell you that as I am speaking to you, I am shifting you, because just as the entire negative low atmosphere that you're experiencing is here, just as quickly as we can shift that, let that wind pass it on through and create an environment that you are thriving in, that you are loving, and not only that, that you are designed to actually stand in. Now, how do we do that? You may be thinking that just sounds like some motivational YouTube stuff that I can get somewhere else. Maybe that's hocus pocus for you. Probably it sounds like that to you, certainly if you're sitting in a negative atmosphere, if you're being sick and tired of being sick and tired. But remember, this is your wake-up call. Remember that you have asked and it's being given. Remember that this is not magic, it's merely mechanics. That remember, even though the times are hard and heavy right now, that you actually typed in motivation today. That means that there is a seed of greatness, that there is maybe just even a flickering of a light. It may be dim, but there is light inside of you. There are seeds inside of you. They may be planted in dark soil that feels unfertilized, but they're there. And that's what we're speaking into today. Because there are neural pathways, there are electrical impulses going off on your brain that are hot and heavy on the negative. And all we got to do is disengage that fire and rewire it to fire off on what you came here to do. To fire on the light and not the dark. On the gold and not the dirt. And that's what we're going to do here. And as we make that switch, you're going to see how the atmosphere flows this way and a new one flows in this way. It is that simple. All this is really is you have forgotten that the weight of the world on your shoulders was not meant to break you, but to build you. All of those problems, all of that trauma, all of that old story, chapter by chapter, was really there designed for you, by you. You just have to remember that things aren't happening to you, but to your advantage. And as you're remembering that in this moment, you're remembering that only in the darkness can I know what lightness is. Only from experiencing what I don't want do I understand what I do want. Only those days in the hard challenges, it's like being in the gym, the mental, the spiritual, the emotional gym. When you're only in the moments of challenge, can you build the muscle that you need to live a much bigger life. Remember that the harder something is that you're going through, it's going to have a greater propulsion that's going to slingshot you into something even greater. Think about this. Think about the phoenix rising from the flame. Think about a forest going up in flames, and because of that bad, terrible thing, now there's space. Now seeds are being germinated. Now there's new life. There's new growth. The land is so much more healthier and beautiful and stronger for everything else because of that fire. You and your challenges, your problems are designed in that exact same way. It's not meant to kill you. It's not meant to destroy you. It's meant to grow you. Growing pains is a real thing. So I want you to look at your life right now, the bills, the loneliness, the diagnosis, the depression, all of those things that are coming to you are just like these little mini fires that's designed to awaken and grow a bigger part of you. You may be saying right now, well, I just had too many little fires for too long and now I'm sick and tired and I'm just waiting for that new growth. Okay, great. Here is why the fires have not turned just yet until this moment. because your focus has been on the fires and not the greatness to come. You get to, in this moment, stop bitching, whining, complaining, moaning, groaning upon the fires, upon the problems. And the moment that you realize, when you turn your attention away from what's going wrong and you just let it burn itself out, and you put your attention on what it is you do want, what it is you came here to do, that fire's gonna really burn out this time. And you're finally gonna see the new growth. It's your attention. Now, if you're doubting manifestation at all, I'm going to tell you, well, just stop, because you've been manifesting since the time of your conception. Quantum physics, the law of attraction, the law of gravity, the different laws that we have here, the fact that you're energy, the fact that you are engineered with the mechanisms to actually manifest is something that you can't debate. This is reality. You're just awakening in this moment to go, oh, the foundation is what I think about turns into things. And so I'm going to stop thinking about the dirt and I'm going to think about the gold. You have to remember that you're worthy and deserving of the gold. You have to remember that in this storm comes the greater day. You have to put that faith bigger than any fear that you're going through in life right now. And once you do that, this storm passes. The loneliness, the depression, the diagnosis, all of the things that you're experiencing that you don't want to anymore, has by law, it has to fade away. Does that sound like magic? Again, I'm going to say it's mechanics. I'm not making this up. You see, I was born in great poverty to a single woman on welfare. I know what it's like to be so broke that it hurts. I know what it's like to go without lights, without food. I know what it's like to be scared for your life. I know what it's like to wake up and not want to do this anymore. I know what it's like to pop prescription pills every day and to be in a hospital for kidney failure, not knowing where you're going and what you're doing in life and thinking how unfair life is. I know what it's like to live with pain. I'm sitting here telling you that you can go from pain to pure pleasure, that you can create every single thing that you want in life. I have every single thing that I desire in life, and no one handed me anything. I handed myself the approval to switch my focus. I handed myself that approval to finally not focus on what's going wrong, but yet to think about the future of what it could be, to think about the future of what I came here to do. Remember that you weren't born to struggle. You were born to not only survive, but to surpass all of these things that you're going through and actually thrive and do the things that those before you couldn't do. Think about that. Before you entered this earth side, you grabbed batons from your parents' line, both generational lines, and you said, I'll do it. I'll be, do, and have the things that you guys could not. I'll be the one to expand our evolution. I'll be the one to expand our generational line. I will evolve. Humans are born to evolve, not to take their goals to the grave. So I don't care about your trauma. I don't care about your past. I don't care about the cards you were dealt, the batons you grabbed, the limited beliefs you were born with, the patterns that you struggled with, because all of those were made for you. All of those you were not afraid of before you entered Earthside. All of those you knew were part of a recipe that was going to help you, propel you into doing what you came here to do. Those things, if they did not kill you, they are here for you. When you look at the past as a hindrance, it can't help you. I want you to look at that past right here, right now. Every doubt you have, every regret you have, every I woulda, shoulda, coulda you had, why poor me you had, all of those. When you look at those right now and be grateful for everything you experienced, because of that, you now have the newfound wisdom, you now have the newfound strength, you now have the new clarity of what you don't want. So now you know what you do want and you have the power to go do it. Do you understand that? Some of the greatest, most successful, happiest people on this planet have the most darkest past, and now you know why. They're wiser, they're stronger because of what happened to them. And I want you to know that about yourself right now. I don't know about you, but I know for me, I'm not guaranteed tomorrow. And honestly, that's for every single one of us. We don't know if we have tomorrow. We don't have the time to just hem-haw around and play small in our life. Even if you live to be 120, that's no time. It goes by in a blip. You have these desires to be motivated to do these things, to have goals and dreams. You have these because they're written in your DNA, because your desires are your jobs. You know that you have this greatness to live out. You know that everything you want inside of you, you're supposed to live. If you weren't supposed to, you wouldn't have them. You have to realize that all of those desires that are in your mind are also in your heart. They're written in the fabric of who you are. The desire you have for the supreme homeostasis health in your body, that's yours to create. The desire that you have to be financially free is yours to create. The desire that you have to have truly authentic, loving, real connections with loved ones and people on this planet, that's yours to create. The desires that you have to serve the people or serve the people of this planet, that passion that you have inside of you is yours to manifest. You have to understand that or you would not have them. When I say life is too short, it truly is. You see, my little brother passed away 2 months ago. I looked at my little brother with so much potential. I looked at him and I thought about all of his dreams, all of his goals, all the conversations we've had, all of the things that he wanted to do, all of the things that he could do. And I had to realize that he won't get to do it, that he's taken his goals to the grave. And I told him on his last few days that ends in our bloodline. And I'm going to share that with everybody who's ready. You were not born to take your goals to the grave. You have loved ones that you've experienced this with, just like me. You have that potential for a reason. You have this purpose for a reason. Those things that you want is to be created. And so I tell you today, don't say, oh, I'll do it mañana. I'll start that diet, or I'll go after that lover, or I'll start that new career, or I'll start that new business. Mañana, tomorrow, when all things line up. You don't have tomorrow. You have now. You have now. And so I'm going to ask you, as you see the version of yourself that you know you're supposed to evolve into, that person that is doing and having so much more, that has broke through the trauma, the generational chains, that's broke through these patterns of poverty or loneliness or health-stricken problems, that has broken through whatever, that version of you that is living the life that you know you want. What do you have to do today? What negative belief do you have to let go of? What negative habit do you have to stop doing? You know it's hindering you. Thinking negative about the world, living someone else's dream, that has to stop. Being programmed by the news, thinking ill about anyone, thinking about how life is dark and there's not enough money to go around and there's too many problems in this world, and that love equals pain, and that there's no more good people left, and that, there's whatever you're thinking, you know that you can't think that anymore. You know that you've been brainwashed to be thinking negative things about life, about love, about health, about wealth, about all of it. And you're realizing, I can't think like that anymore. Because now you're remembering this moment that whatever thoughts you have are creating the things that you have. You're realizing that this isn't magic, this is mechanics. That you are God in walking form. That you are the universe taking step by step, and that those desires are your jobs. And so you're realizing, I can't do what I've been doing anymore. What is that thing? What are those thoughts? And stop them. You are the command of the command center. You are the ruler of your reality. Stop complaining and start complimenting. Stop looking at the dirt and focus on the gold. Do whatever it is you need to do in this moment, because all you have is this moment. You don't have later. And truly, it's whatever you do in this moment is creating your type of later. So right now in this moment, realize you're almighty. Realize that you are a self-fulfilling prophecy, and whatever you put your attention on, you are getting. And so you're realizing it doesn't matter what other people are thinking. It doesn't matter what kind of life they're living. It doesn't matter anyone else's perceptions or opinions about anything, because we're all individually creating our type of reality. And yours, albeit, is going to be a grand one, a one that you came here to live. And so that all starts with, how are you about to take your next move today? What is going to be the next thought in your mind? A good one. A grateful one. Start thinking about the things you do have, not the things you don't have. Start thinking about those dreams, because they're possible. And as you move towards them, I promise you, they move towards you. And it's just going to be a matter of time before you turn around and your entire atmosphere is different. All starting from this moment in time right now. There is greatness here. There's more than enough to go around for all of us here. There are incredible people here. There is so much fun here. There's so much adventure here. There's so much that you get to do here. And this planet and these people need you. They need you to be happy. They need you to inspire them. They need you to move forward, because as the world sees and feels your frequency going upward, it's empowering, it's inspiring. It's, if you can do it, I can do it. And so remember that you shifting your life is for the greater good of all of us. And this is your job, to be, do, and have so much more that you have today. And that's good for all of us. So I'm going to ask you to do the most selfless thing, and that is to put yourself first. Put your mind first. Put your health first, put your happiness first. And all of that is going to be in the pursuit of your purpose. As you are pursuing what's better, thinking about what's better, thinking about the gold, thinking about positive thoughts, being optimistic about life, you are not only doing what you came here to do, but you are helping all of us do it. You have a grand mission here. I don't mean to make this too hot and heavy, but it's the truth. So raise your chin. You're no longer going to respond to doubt. You are going to move with decision of your highest good. You're going to make those decisions to think better, to move better, to react better. So therefore you could have better. That is where you're going to move from today. You might be saying, I'm so afraid right now. How do I change my thoughts? I have so many negative thoughts. How do I change my reactions and my habits? I'm so afraid of dealing with people judging me, or how do I deal with living a whole different life that I've never lived before? How do I delete people out of my life that are Debbie Downers? How do I stop complaining and start complimenting? Like, how do I stop thinking these negative thoughts and start thinking positive thoughts? And I'm going to say, how can you not? Ask yourself that. How can you not? Because every decision that you make from your heart, that you make from love, that you make from purpose, is to serve everyone else. So if these people in your life are going to judge you, if these Debbie Downers can't shift with you, then they're supposed to be behind you. Then they're supposed to see your dust and your light at the same time, and that's good for them. Do you understand? I have to tell you again, life is too short. And there's so much more good, and there's so much more greatness and good people and good fortune that this way, that at a certain time all you're doing is just donating all of that love, time, energy, and even money to those behind you. Now I know how that sounds, but you weren't born with this mandated rule book that says stay small, stay behind, stay with these friends, and stay with these family that are just gonna hold you down and be uncomfortable if you grow. No, you gotta stay with them. No, there's no rule to do that. You've been programmed and brainwashed to do that. The truth is that you're supposed to grow and they're supposed to grow. But if all of you are doing the same thing, who's growing? I'd rather you be so inspirational that you inspire their growth. That's loving them. That's loving where you came from. So this moment forward, walk like you know where you're going. Think like a person that remembers their power. Speak like the person who has been chosen. Move like the person that is being guided. Make decisions of your future, not out of fear. All of that is your truth. Say this out loud or say this inside. Today, I remember who I am. I am optimistic. I was born with power, with a purpose. I am the lighthouse for all of those in my life, and for the brothers and sisters of this planet. I am here to evolve, and that is what I'm doing, because I am love. And that's how hard I love. So rise, refocus, and install this remembrance, this awakening of who you are. From this moment forward, you are not going to live out someone else's dream, but you are going to build your own. You are no longer watching your life go by. You are creating your life moment by moment, by the focus that you have, by the thoughts that you have, by the actions that you have. And I promise you, you have the positive, optimistic thoughts coming from your mind intentionally, albeit it's going to be hard in the beginning. But as you cancel the negative and you refocus on that positive, your entire atmosphere is going to change, and change for the good. It's going to be so worth it. Remember, endure those growing pains. Endure those fears, the fear of the unknown, the fear of success, the uncomfortable leading edge feeling, the discomfort. All of those thoughts that you have to overcome to replace with a positive is so worth it. You were designed for this, you're built for this, and I'll see you at the top.